Dear students, how are you? I hope you are having a good time. Today we are here once again to help you with the logical problems from the book I have written, Mastering Math and Logic for the TOLC, a question bank for TOLC-I, and also applicable for F. There are in total 300k mathematical and logical problems with hints and explanation. Out of 300 problems, there are 70 problems belongs to logic. So if you still didn't buy it, I recommend you to buy this book for your preparation. So to buy this, what you can do is you can check the description box and you can find a link of Google Play Books. So by accessing that link, you can buy it. But still, if you find difficulties to buy them, then scan this QR code and you will be directed to a documents. In that documents, I write details instruction how you can buy this book. And remember, once you buy this book, don't forget to update the latest version, because every Sunday usually I update the book. So if you do not refresh the book, you will not get the latest update of the book. So to update the book, what you need to do is open Google Play Books, go to My Purchase or My Books, locate the book. If it doesn't automatically update, remove it by selecting Remove Download for mobile or delete from library on the web, and download once again the book to access the latest version. So here is the contents. You can see the detailed contents of the book, instruction to study these books, and here the mathematical chapters, and here the logical reasonings, logical problems, and you can find the logical problems explanation and answer, page number 169. So today we are going to solve a logical problems from the book. Let's start. Today we are going to solve two logical problems. So our first problem is 96 and later on we're gonna solve 97. These two problems are same, their structure and their style are the same, so easy to understand, therefore I choose these two problems. So let's read out our first problem. Identify the missing number from the following table. So here we can see a missing number is indicated by question mark. We have to find out this number. So to find out this number, what we have to do is we have to find out the relationship between the numbers, actually between the rows or between the columns, because if we closely look, we can see this column is incomplete. So if we look relationship in column 1 and column 2, then if we find a reasonable relationship between the numbers, of course we are able to get it. Other options is, if we consider row, this row is incomplete. So other two rows, let's say first rows and second row are complete, so we can get easily a relationship between the numbers, between the elements. Therefore, it is time to find out the relationship between the numbers. What we can do is, let's zoom it out. Okay, so we can consider row 1. Let's find out the relationship between them. First number is 4 and second number is 8, so it's easy to understand. 4 becomes double. Okay, so if we multiply 4 by 2, it gives us second column and first row elements. And then if we multiply again by 2, it will give us third element in row number 1. So now let's check whether this relationship maintains for all cases. Yes, we can see here, if we multiply 3 by 2, it gives us 6, and then again 6 multiplied by 2 gives us 12. So it's easy to find out the missing numbers. Here we can see 5 becomes 10 if we multiply by 2, and then 10 multiplied by 2 gives us 20. Therefore our correct answer is C. So some of you may have questions why we didn't choose column instead of row. Of course we could do that. Let's try. So let's try once again with column. So we can try, but we are not sure whether we can find a relationship. Sometimes it might be complicated or complex to find out an answer with column or with row. So you have to be careful, clever to choose which way you should find out the relationship. If column doesn't work, that means you have to go through rows. If row doesn't work, then vice versa. So let's check columns. This is column first and column second. So these two columns, column 1 and column 2, is complete. Therefore it's possible to find out the relationship between them. First, what we can see is here 4 becomes 5, just one increment, and 5 becomes 3, it's negative 2. Similarly, here we can see 8 becomes 10, that means 2 increment, and then it becomes 6, so 4 reduced. Difference is our first difference becomes double, but it's actually subtracted from the middle value. Okay, here is 2 and it becomes 4. So the difference between 16 and this number should be such a way that if here difference is let me check, if here difference is x, then difference between middle elements and last elements of column 3 becomes 2x, right? So x, we can check. If x is 1, then it becomes 17 and it becomes 15. So here is 12. This difference 1 is not working. Instead of 1, let's choose 2. So if we put 2 here, that means the difference would be 18 and reduction would be here 2, 4. So 18 minus 4 gives us 14. Once again, it also doesn't work. What if we choose 3 for x, then it becomes 19 and this will become 6. So 19 is the middle number and negative 6 will give us 13. So this also not working. So what I told you earlier, if column is not working, then try another way, which is a row. Yes, a row gives us perfect relationship. Therefore we choose the number 20. Second problem. So second problem is identical, almost same. We have to find out the relationship between either column or either row, and then our target is to find out the missing number in this box. So let's start with row once again. So this is row 1 and this is row 2. So first number is 7 and it becomes 14, which means just double, and 14 becomes 12, that means just reduction of 2. So second row we cannot, because it's not complete. To find out the relationship we have to go here, but at least we can find a relationship between 6 and 18. We can see if we multiply 6 by 3, it will give us 18. And our last row, I mean row 3, so 8 multiply 4 gives us 32, and then it becomes 28, which is exactly the 4 subtraction from 32. Okay, so see, the multiplication and the subtraction value is the same. Now we find the relationship. Here also you can see 2 and minus 2. So here it was multiplied by 3. That means we have to just subtract 3 from 18, which will give us 15. So our answer is 15. I hope you understood this problem. Okay. Initially we were aimed to solve only 2 problems. I think we can solve also problem number 98. This also similar. Let's start. The problem statement. What is the value of x in the following sequence? So here we can see 3 rows. This is row number 1, row number 2, and row number 3. Our first row, a number given is 64. There are also numbers we don't know. It's mean it's a continuous line or continuous row. It doesn't have any fixed or starting or ending value. So 64 at a certain position is given 64, and it becomes 32, which is exactly half of 64, and 32 becomes 16, again half. It becomes again half, then 4, then 2, and at certain points we can see 1, and then it becomes again 2. So what we can see, only 1 is odd numbers, and second row also 7 is odd number, and here only one number is odd. Now 45. We have to find out the value of x. Okay, so our second row we can see 28, it becomes half, 14, and then it becomes 7, half of 14, and again it started from 14. So after 14 it becomes 28. Now we are clear that there is a relationship between the numbers. It started from a even number and it keep becoming half, and at a certain point or certain position when we get an odd number, it started again from an even number which was just before the odd number. Similarly here we can see 1 and start again from 2. Now we can guess next number would be 4 for first row, then would be 8, then it would be 16, and continuous. So here also we can check to after 28 the number would be after 28 number would be 56. Okay, now let's check third row to find out the x. So it started from 90 and half of 90 is 45. So next number would be again 90, because we know this is an odd number. So odd number cannot be equally divided. Therefore next number started again from 90. Okay, so this is the relationship between the numbers. I hope you understood, guys. For this case, for third problem, our answer is C, x equal to 90. These are the problems which were given, which is common for TOLC-E and TOLC-I. So practice them, and whenever some problems comes like this, try to solve them. Try to use this kind of logic so that you can solve them. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in comment section if you have any doubt. So have a good time and see you once again.